Well, hello everyone, this is comrade-Sirius. Welcome to another episode from Workers and Resources, and this time we are looking at Holešovice district. And you might have noticed something, and that something is right here. There are trams running through. But the trams have to wait, which means something is not well set, and that something is obviously it's my problem, or to be fair, it's of my own doing. So what I want is for trams to have priority, so they will, and otherwise vehicles on the circle will have priority in terms of running through, which is, pretty self-explanatory. That's how roundabouts work. Yep, so that's how things are going to be set. This is absolutely not something I want to see. So number 3 and number 4, please don't. Yeah, thank you very much. It won't hurt if we set these parallel roads as main ones. Yeah, cool. This one is not that important, to be fair. But others are. The same thing we are going to have, in this area. Not this, but... Yep, that's what we can do. This can have a priority setting. I know that these are quite incomplete at this moment. And that's absolutely something I am going to acknowledge and change in the future. And the future is, probably now. So that's what we are doing. By the way, most of wires that are, under down under here, feels like are finished. So that feels about right. Yeah, this one definitely. Okay, so like 4 workers. This one. Okay, let's move things out of it. And you might have seen that I deleted 3 construction offices, and that's because I have added these 2 in the middle of the roundabout. These guys are supposed to pick workers from here, and I completely forgot to set workers to be able to wait there, so now they can. So how is it looking? Is there someone? Probably will, because some of those people are like, yeah, we are unemployed, can we do something? And I'm like, sure you can. Because I set, road cranes, 4 road cranes into this one, but somewhat forgot, to add workers. So, well, they might help. If not, then not. No big deal. By the way, we are finishing the big heat exchanger, and this thing is getting warmed up. Well, it's end of September, so it's quite okay. And there's 20 workers down here. They have, they had a shortcut just for the sole purpose of me being able to connect it, but now they can walk freely from this stop. So no one is currently going to this bus stop, but I will probably have one go there just because we can. And just because that would be beneficial. But it's definitely not now, so yeah, who gives a damn right now. But we are having still 83 workers without their own flat and all that stuff. Yeah, I know the temperature is way too low in the building, but as soon as you finish this heat exchanger, it should be fine. Yeah, 9 degrees is, not very well, but it's 1st of October, so it will probably go. It will go well enough, at least that's what I think. And we'll just wait till they finish it. We can even speed the game a little bit. And as you can see, the temperature is rising up. 41% are all total connected buildings. 21 are without the other heat exchanger, but that one is definitely not the one being constructed. The problem is, if you take a look, that the hospital that is supposed to get built, kind of isn't having it. But again, if I take a look, the pipe work is already done. So we can just let it be finished, and that's it. That's something I really appreciate, to be honest. So that's what we'll do. By the way, you guys can have definitely finish that one. You can also finish the monument here, and you know what? You can move into this old house as well. We have a fountain. We have some workers down at the colonnade. We are a little bit lacking with steel. That's also understandable. We are the problem is we are missing also bricks. So I'm assigning Visojani offices because there should be a lot of bricks. And let's hope they will help us supply that stuff. What are you guys having as a high priority? Yeah, switch shaft. Okay. By the way, these trams are running around, and there's like 8 vehicles and 450. With 46 seconds, it would be good, so it would need 8 vehicles. And these two are definitely not something we need, but B, we need at least 2 more road trams on it. So let's go. This is the one, and this is the one. Cool. Now we definitely can split these trams into more lines, which would be beneficial. We can even bring in more of those, because why wouldn't we? We are manufacturing few more steam locomotives because they are the fastest we can have, but the loco will definitely not be done before this small loco will deliver another batch of trams, so I do not need to bother with selecting, other stuff and so on. How is it looking here? It's looking fine, it seems. So we can probably finish even, these guys. Where can you walk? You can walk to a tram stop. A tram stop is quite full, I would say. It would definitely be beneficial for these guys to have a road from the back of the building, but I'm not sure they will appreciate if I will build one. Okay, we can do this. We can build the asphalt path right up here. I can definitely just, have a crossing road like this. You know what? We can do it, and they can just, take care of it afterwards. So, yeah. Who gives a damn? What is this, by the way? Do we want to cross? Yeah, we do not want to. We don't want to cross on the other side. It's a little bit pointless. Where is everyone walking? Oh, they are walking maybe to the embankments. I miss the ability to be able to just click on a worker and then take a look at where he's walking. Where are you going? Oh, the embankment. It's like a, free time zone. Oh, it's a workplace, to be fair. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, back to Chimice, and you are used to this site. Here we had a funny blunder, because I've been modernizing this road and I completely forgot to add workers. And if you don't add workers to prefab roads, guess what? The prefab road is not done at all. So yeah, a little bit of a blunder, and a little bit of waste of time. But hey, now they are done, so it should be okay. But the problem was that I needed to assign them to this road cargo station. But, well, as you can see, now they are going, so it's perfectly fine. But we had like, I don't know, 1 month delay. So it was like 180 tons. Now it's 70, so feels okay-ish. These guys are perfectly okay because this thing is, they're not done, not even close. But after they will grow, and it's probably going to get done in a few days, they will definitely be able to, get them all under the roof. So that should be fine. So this distribution of these DO trucks will have enough time. Yep, probably. And you know what? We are having trucks. High priority, please. Priority, please. This thing is something they cannot walk to. This is something they need to be tracked. Truck forward. Okay. Okay, kids cannot walk, cannot get to school. That's a little bit of an issue because school is definitely here, even though there's reconstruction. But I don't think I can. Well, they are able to. They are able to access the school. Surprising, but very welcome, I would say. So shall I just make a public transit, some like 2 buses circling back and forth? Let's do it, because why not? Carsa 75, sure, come in. Okay, you two. You will have a very, very easy line. You will go to this one. You can load anyone you feel like. Maybe even workers. Well, not workers, because that would be silly. And you will just go here, unload everyone. Do not load workers. You can, do not unload workers at any point. Just go. You can, start having the line split, and, well, you are now part of the line as well. Cope with it. Yep, that's definitely something we need to do, so that's what we did. Once this thing is done, and it will be probably very soon, feels like it, I will assign workers there, and I will assign some tasks. By the way, yeah, it's night, so this power plant is not manufacturing that much, but 2 megawatts is still, I would say, decent. And how are we looking? We are looking fine. We are just having a very small issue, and that the issue means that there's basically no one doing anything at all. You know what? Yeah, 10 workers. Just get along. This means we probably can make this as a gravel road, or gravel something. You are picking base. Yep, everything's working as it should. Quite surprising, actually. But, well, I would say it's very welcome. So, what are we missing right now is, this light cableway. So, it's a coal transport. I will just plop a few more pylons, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, it feels like this thing is done. Oh, that's another thing out of our mind. And if you remember about cableways, it's definitely something we should do together. By the way, is there a bus coming? Feels like there should be yeah, 53 workers. Feels like an overkill. But hey. Before they will finish it, let's take a look at Hoski. That's where we were last time. And, you know, as you can see, there's a new office. So we will be able to, you know, finish planning of this area. If you take a look, it's a nice corridor between trees. This is a light one, this is a heavy one. Probably both could be light ones. But, you know, yeah, they're just coming, they are split, and it's working. Also, we tend to have a lot of vehicles working at the same time, because as you can see, most of those offices are very well filled. So that means just one single thing. Our vehicles are okay, and we need to up the game. Because at this point, we should have more workers than we really need. You can see there are some unemployed. If I will press it, you will see it there each house. And in every house there are at least, you know, about a dozen people on average unemployed. Those people need to have some work. Oh, you know, they do not. They can have a free time, but nobody pays them for a free time, and nobody pays us for a free time as well. So, this would be fine. We can probably just start working on some wiring and, you know, adjacent stuff, because workers are still being delivered and they are still, you know, constructing things all around the city. But hey, we need to design partly this area that is going there, but we also need a lot of, you know, gravel, asphalt and all that stuff around here on the airport. So that is something we are going to tell them that they should start on working on. Funny part, if this thing is not done, they can start directly at the part behind it. So that's, you know, worth selecting. But, you know, definitely in the future we will need them to be working properly on those things. So that's where we are. That's what we are telling them to do. Do we have another gate as well? I'm not sure. I thought we have, but yeah, we have this one. Cool. So they will be able to, you know, just start working on some of those runways from the other side as well, which feels honestly okay. So that's what they will do, and you know, yeah, they got this thing assigned. Airplane factory. Maybe not the greatest option, but hey, it's at least a option, so might be good. This thing is something that needs to get supplied, because this is a vehicle repair station. It will be a big one, and it will replace this one, because that one is not needed, or will not be needed. We can just up it up, but this is the future one, and that's the one we'll keep. The only thing we need is we need to finish this, you know, cargo connection. Okay, it is connected. So, kind of covered storage is, we can have it like covered storage, and it will be service, maintenance, doesn't matter. Auto service is the Czech name, and now we need about one of each. No electronics, and we'll definitely need a lot more mechanical components. This feels like okay. I'll up a little bit electronic components, because this storage is going to get used as a base for, you know, construction business. So this feels fine. This can probably get, you know, downgraded to like, I don't know, 7%. Doesn't matter. You guys, that's your job. Fill that thing up. And just so I know, they are transporting these 4 things. You do not need to take it. I do, because that's something that's worth it. Also, at this storage, we are delivering chemicals, alcohol, food, clothing, and electronics as well. So it's worth taking, so when you are going through the list, it's easily recognizable. So there's there's that. And, well, how are we? It feels like we are fine. Our guys are finishing lots and lots of stuff. And our trains are working towards future parts and, you know, future parting. We need to have a lot of stuff done in this particular area, so they will somehow find their way. At least that's what I hope to. What are you waiting on for too long? You were waiting for a green towards future buildings. You, my friend, is going 35 miles an hour. Well, not miles an hour. Would be okay, but it's 35 kilometers per hour. And we did something in a Czech episode, and that includes these guys are planned on being sent for a retirement. And this train is, you know, no different. Because down here at the rail depot, yeah, there should be these 4 lovely yellow EDK for 300. This is the loco that delivered them here. So what we are going to do is that we are going to send... We cannot send their vehicles because reasons. Because it appears to be full. But that's something we can absolutely fix right away. Because these yellow EDKs are going to send into the main depot, and the Januarets is going to get sent to the rail depot instead. That means the last one is free. And now we can take a look at what are these guys working on and take them down when it would be, you know, when it would feel appropriate. All of these trains are apparently going to build something instead of this, except this one. So we'll teleport it home because I don't know if it had any remaining materials, and then it will go to depot. So a big switcheroo is happening. I know that you are like this. So yeah, let me change them a little bit, and then we are going to make ourselves a train, and we'll send them on their way. A little funny part, I just noticed that this train is not coming back, and I was like, why? And yeah, the answer is simple: they are digging the tunnel. Because from most of this, like you can see, 500 days is about bricklaying, 550. 251 is initial bricklaying for a portal, but it's like 800, and the rest of it, so almost like 1400 days is just digging a tunnel. And these guys were pretty effective because at the time they were there. This train was there alone. But hey, it can do it, like it can do its job, so it's cool. Yeah, and we have fuel because that was a problem. I just assigned them to get delivered. You know what? This ONK can finish the tunnel. I'm not taking it down. And when it's done, it's done. And you know, when this tunnel will be finished, let me know, because I will then need to take that 08K down and send it on its way. In the meantime, the big switcheroo has come through. This is the last one going to the main office. There are more trains coming. Where are they going? Oh, because EDKs were running this way, our construction trains were just, you know, all going the long way home. That's interesting. I was not expecting that, to be fair. But hey, that's cool, I guess. Really like the idea. And it was you. Yeah, it was you who was waiting too long. Okay. Now it shouldn't be shouldn't be that big of an issue. And these tracks are finished, but they are already signaled. So yeah, that's something we definitely can assign stuff. To. Yeah, it says no fuel because there is no fuel. Our machines need to be able to refuel themselves. So hopefully they will get refueled over time. Not now, I understand. It will take some time. But refueling is not too big of an issue. Okay, we are not having an option to heat this tower. We do not need workers there. Because we do not have a runway. Yeah, it's like being built. Yeah, I understand. We definitely do not need... the good point is, I just noticed, this thing needs some, you know, waste removal. So, well, let's assign it, because it will not build itself alone. So that's something we can have. And we got electrical components and machinery components. You know what that means? It means that these guys, which are, you know, selected here, they can absolutely go for those components down here. Shall we copy it? We can copy it into remaining stuff. Well, we should not, because they have not assigned anything else. So, steel, prefabs, bricks, wood. This is the storage you should go to. Yeah, this is the thing we need to have. So that's you guys, and yeah, I will basically copy it to all of these. I will just take down some of those so they are not going for other stuff. For example, you guys are not going for bricks and boards. You guys are on the other hand not going for steel and prefabs, and that's the thing for, you know, these other guys. These are not the ones I don't want them right now, so they are not filled. But you can probably guess what they have been about. And this is marked as a backup, but it probably will be something like a reconstruction office. Same as one of these will become one. Well, we have this one for reconstructions. So, yeah. Let them work on their business. It's a low priority. Yeah, you know what? We can have workers doing this stuff. So do it. Why not? And we are at half an hour, so it feels like we definitely should be done with what we have been doing. The heat exchanger is done. The pipe to the heat exchanger, obviously not. But once it will be done, it will be done. So there's no point in doing stuff any wrong way. You know, if you will ever run out of something like, you know, boards, you let me know. But I don't think you ever will. So that's about it. And last but not least, we have the motor works finished. Yeah, there's nothing for them to work on. Who would have guessed? Oh, they are able to go around. That's interesting. Okay, 10 workers. Just finish the causeway, fuck's sake. What are we going to manufacture even? Now, mechanical components are a huge thing. What do we need? There should be an... Yeah, we have the IMEX office. By the way, who is supplying these services? It's weekly. Mr. Johnny. Okay. Definitely not. Definitely not the answer I've been definitely not the answer I expected. Okay. We got this Imex office. These guys are, well, not doing much, obviously. But these guys are able to, you know, get supplies from here, and they definitely should be able to... Yeah, they should be able to come from... Okay, so who does that? No one. You know what, if need be, you should be absolutely able to just load steel from here and deliver it to the repair station. 40%. The same thing should obviously happen down here. And who is going to deliver all those small but tricky parts? Do we have them here? And we do. Do they get supplied well enough? Well, that's a more tricky question. But we got some covered trucks, you know, near the food, but I believe, yeah, these guys are actually designed, yeah, so they do have it selected. And I'm pretty confident that when those supplies exceed, well, dip below 20%, they can go there and, you know, resupply, make a resupply run again. So that's what you'll get. And these guys should no longer have problems with, you know, supplies. Obviously, students and travelers should be here because these buses are otherwise running empty. Or not. Well, they do not run empty because we do have travelers. Okay, these are different buses. Fine. Not an issue. Yeah, these guys are from, you know, from working office, so yeah. Do I really need a school here? Maybe not. Well, anyway. What license do we have? This is Motor Works. Basically, probably like a Tractor Works. You can see it has no skin available. And I believe we probably should do something with the grass. Down there. So, what we are going to do? We can manufacture vehicles, but I do not want to manufacture any ordinary vehicles up here. Let's take a look at tractor. Tractors we do not have very well. How about harvesters? These ones, SK4, are... It feels like really good, actually. Can we have better one in, you know... Can we have anyone pretty soon? Harvesters. Matador, West Germany. Okay, that one, I remember that one being better, but that one being $4 is definitely not helping. So the SK4, it is. Because if I take a look, we probably do not have enough dollars to buy, well, any license. Is it true? Yeah, 158. Yeah, this one has level 30. But that one is from Western Germany. Do these guys get even a better tractor? Well, not. There is the Hilt one. That's an interesting bit. Okay. Tractor is definitely coming better one, as a better one, soon. If we take a look, there should be one very soon. We had Tractor 50. An interesting one. We got these T28 and U650 Romania. It should come right just about now. So can we actually wait with those harvesters? Okay, one more thing before the tractor comes, because I have no idea, but it's end of October. We got these machines in our house. And we know that Janvarets have a pretty large amount of workers. The problem with rail construction office is that, you know, guys in here, if I won't have like 160 of them, but let's say for example 140, they get evenly split between all the machinery we have there. Not ideal. So if I'm going like, you know, 140 is fine. It's basically divided by 5, so that's less than 30 workers per vehicle. Which doesn't, I do not mind when building and when they are, you know, traveling far away and then building rails there. But it's pretty bad when you are doing something like digging a tunnel, which is, you know, this is the best example. For that one, it's really important, well, really beneficial to have a dedicated office with just one truck, and that one will have, you know, that one will just go and dig a tunnel. And that one is going to be this Janvarets. So I will keep this one separate. The other one will be separate as well. But it doesn't matter, right? So what I will do is that I will assign all of these 4 into one big transport train, and I will move this to the other side of the map with it will be a very slow speed, obviously, but I will move them into this depot, because then in this depot they will be unassigned. Smaller trains will get, you know, to the scrapyard. And the Janvarets, the bigger one, will probably get moved into this tunneling site, because that's the place it needs to be. And I will send it to make tunnels when needed, like a special task. I know it's slow. Yeah, it can be slow. I do not mind that much, honestly. Yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of workers drained down, so no more workforce taken from this area, but these guys look very good. And now with this, with Holešovice, yeah, people are unemployed. That was kind of expected. And what they are working on, like, you can work on those stairs, no big deal. What are you working on? Sort of 5 people, no bricks. There's no one here. Okay, you do not need to have 5 workers here when nobody is delivering those bricks. You can do the tank, but nobody is delivering the steel as well. So, like, I don't know, 3 workers is fine. You know what you should do? You should do these things. This is a hospital, but you cannot. Where are you reaching it through? Oh, over the road. So, yeah, cool. 30 workers, and let me know when you're done. And while you are all at it, they're probably, yeah, I was expecting there's something like a footpath towards it. So, yeah, 1, 2, and as you say in my family, pretty please. So, yeah, this is this is the connection we need. So, hopefully it will get done. High priority on this one is semi-working. we can ask Vysočany to help us with it. Because there should be at least, you know, some materials. We are slowly running out of steel. Because if you take a look here, there's not much steel. To be fair, we are using more than we produce. That's why we occasionally have train that will come and buy steel. Which I know is, you know, not ideal, but hey. You know what, you can probably move out. You have like 700 tons. That's more than enough to get us running for a while. Yeah, it's our train. We definitely need more, you know, more iron trains coming through. This one, yeah, this one is fine. I like it. So this one will get absolutely finished quite fast, or, you know, quite soon. That's probably the call we should do. And those rails towards Stromovka are done. The only thing we need to finish is all of this. But to be fair, we can start with buses. We already started with, you know, this thing, because that one is really worth it. That's the big bridge. 1,000 prefab parts. Fucking hell, that's a lot. That's a lot. Do we even have something like that on storage? We do not, but, well, there are like 200 that they will be able to manufacture. But for this bridge, I'm definitely sending Vysočany as well, because that's a massive amount. Like, it's not even funny how much of prefabs it is. Yeah, these guys are waiting just for asphalt, so we need no more workers down there. Let me know when you're done, because then we'll need to start working on these roads as well. Yeah, feels like it. So hopefully it will help, and then I don't know. But as you can see, we probably should work on multiple paths and roads at the same time, because this is quite dragging for a while. But the good part is, we soon will be able to start this fire station. It will probably need some dedicated fuel supply, because it has, you know, it has no power in its vicinity. But that's a thing for another time. And we are at the beginning of November, so, well, have a nice winter, and probably see you in the spring. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I will let you know. And this is the tractor. Yoo-hoo! You know what that means. That means we can actually start with these guys. 62,000. How many? All of them. Do I really want to count? Because I don't know, we have like fuck ton of them. That's... At each farm we have like 23 stuff. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least like 7, 14. Okay, I'm not counting that thing. You know what? Let's start making it. And we'll see how many will them. Yeah, random color is not happening because reasons. So, let's start. Because now, you know what is good? You can press tractor here. You can set all of them to you know, just get changed. And then when they will be here, because you will see it in storage, that will be the middle one, not red but green, then you know it's an option to just replace it, and it will get done, and the remaining tracks will get sent to scrapyard. So we are actually making it. So see you in the future. Bye bye.